Most people go through life without finding their true purpose, without finding their true calling, without finding the thing that gives them the most fulfillment, the most impact, and really the thing that aligns with their values the most as well. Our job is to not be part of that group, to continue to push towards what brings us the most joy, what brings us the most fulfillment, and what sort of impact are we trying to bring into the world. Purpose isn't a grand calling. It isn't a big destiny you're born with. It's not something that you wake up one day and it's like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to work towards this, push towards it, and I'm going to feel happy forever. It's something that evolves as you go. It's something that you have to work towards, something that you have to iterate through a few things first. You have to try new things. You have to try maybe different hobbies. You have to try different career paths, different subjects in school. You can think of high school sort of as this iterative process towards finding out what you like, what you don't like. Maybe you like chemistry, maybe you like gym class. Well, everybody likes gym class, but it's think of it like this. You're trying, if you think of it on a hobby's sake, maybe you like roller skating the most, but you don't like woodworking. What are the underlying things to do with roller skating? You like physical activity. Maybe you try something new. You try another physical hobby such as weightlifting. Oh, you like weightlifting more than roller skating. It's this sort of process that evolves. The underlying themes that truly bring you fulfillment. With this example, it's probably you enjoy really pushing your body to its physical limits. You like to improve on a physical level. You like to improve on a mental level. And it's these themes that push us towards finding our passion being the compass that drives us towards what we're looking for. So what are the three pillars of purpose that I've brought to you today? The first pillar is impact. What sort of impact do you want to make on the world? What sort of impact do you think that your skills, like the examples we just looked at, if you like to push yourself physically, how can you bring impact to the world? Maybe you want to become a personal trainer that helps take people from being unfit to fit, and you're really helping them out. You're bringing value to the world. Or maybe you're more of an academic who wants to find new scientific theories that solve new problems in the world we have today. It's these underlying things like I was talking about. The next pillar I've brought to you today is alignment. How does it align with your values? How does it align with what you're looking to get out of the world? And how does it align with what brings you the most joy, what brings you the most feelings of passion, the most feelings of happiness as well? A lot of us, you'll hear a lot of people talking about how you shouldn't pursue happiness, you should pursue the things that in turn result in more seasons of happiness. And the last pillar is just fulfillment. I know I've talked about fulfillment in the last pillars, but what fulfills you? What makes you want to get out of bed in the morning? What makes you want to step out the door with a smile on your face? It's just these little things that can drive us closer and closer to what we want to do. So how do you go about finding your purpose? First thing you want to do, look for friction points. What gets you annoyed? What gets you angry? These little problems. Look for things you potentially don't want to do. Maybe there's a little bit of friction every time you're doing math, so you don't want to pursue math because it's but you don't get these friction points when you're doing chemistry. Even though chemistry involves a little bit of math, you prefer creating diagrams, you prefer looking at chemical formulas instead of numerical formulas. The next thing you want to do is look to your past. The things we do as children, the things that drive our curiosity, the things that bring out the child in us, the things that bring out that children's joy. These are the things that we can't ignore, because as we progress in our life, we kind of lose that childlike curiosity, those unhinged feelings that we couldn't really control. But those are the things that are still within us. They're just pushed down a bit. You also want to eliminate distractions. In our busy world today, if you're constantly on social media, you need to give your brain a bit of silence, a bit of room to think. Think of all the things you're consuming, taking up space in your general brain. You think of it as a little room. All that's taking space. You need to make a little bit of room so you can have some new thoughts come in. And this is almost, you can think of it just as creativity. And then the last thing, think of what things drive passion and a bit of utility. What can you get out of it, whether it's financial goals, or even just what if you can develop a better body and a better health as well. And the last thing is you just have to iterate, and you have to take action. You have to try new things. You have to iterate through a few things. You have to figure out what you like, what you dislike, and just push through them. And don't be scared of failure. So what's the cost of not finding your purpose? The cost is regretting not trying new things, regretting not finding your purpose. And purpose also acts as a compass, like I mentioned before. It pushes you towards what you're looking for and what really brings you the most fulfillment, the most joy, and aligns with your values the most. So what's your passion? What's your purpose? Hopefully this video helped you a bit. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.